Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Treasures Galore. In this video, I want to get rid of the crazy idea that JCB's Forrest Fenn box is not in Forrest Fenn's search area. So I've read on Discord and Reddit and Facebook groups, even some YouTube videos, that possibly this box is hidden somewhere outside of what Forrest Fenn outlined in his book, Too Far to Walk, his treasure map. So, to me, it's absolutely crazy to think that JCB would hide the box outside of these parameters, given what JCB said in the Forrest Fenn chapter. So let's go to the Forrest Fenn chapter really quick. So on page 203 is the Forrest Fenn box chapter. And on page 205, JCB writes, I wasted no time. I dove in. I read his memoir and his poem. I looked over many years' worth of archived treasure hunter blog posts and chat room discussions around theories and potential solutions. I zoomed in on Google Images. I pored over physical maps. I watched every moment of every Forrest Fenn interview I could find. I read Forrest's online Q&As and other books he had mentioned in his memoir. It was a blast. And so he said, I was fully engaged for months in creative investigation musings before I'd even left my house to go outside and explore. In total, my search lasted from 2016 to 2020, concluding a month before the COVID pandemic. I searched full time for the first year, including a few months spent in the Rocky Mountains. And then he goes on to say, I think it was right before the poem on page 210, he says, as a final nod to my experiences looking for Forrest Fenn's treasure, I have written a 24-line poem in the style and stanza of the one Forrest included in his memoir. My poem is inspired by my own experiences searching in the Rocky Mountains north of Santa Fe. As you may be curious, I have traveled to all 4 search states in the Forrest Fenn's treasure search area. So, JCB, obviously, pretty intelligent guy, right? Spent 4 years looking for this treasure and said he went through every moment of every Forrest Fenn interview he could find. Read his Q&As, blog posts, everything. Read the books that are mentioned in the book. And he wrote this poem describing his experiences looking for this treasure in the Rocky Mountains north of Santa Fe. And then he goes on to mention he traveled to all 4 search states in Forrest Fenn's treasure search area. So he goes out of his way to say, oh, you might think, what states has he been to? And he states, I've been to all 4 of them. So obviously he knows about this search area. He's explaining his own experience searching. And once you read the poem, it's obviously based off of his solve on where he thought Forrest Fenn's treasure was. And I know that because in the first stanza he says, near where I'd searched for heavy loads. It was not there, although I tried. Now I know he says near, and people are trying to dodge it that way by saying, oh, near could be 100 miles, 200 miles, it's all relative, which it is, but obviously what we're looking for, if you actually read JCB's poem, we're looking for where warm waters halt. And I know that because, well, he says, if you can mark warm waters halt, you'll bring it back full weight and dry. So we're looking for where warm waters halt, and that, guys, is in the search area. All right. So With that being said, we can get rid of that crazy idea that JCB's box is somewhere outside of this highlighted area that I'm showing you right now. And you can find this treasure map online. You can download it, print it off. So just describing this, if you're not looking at the screen, the search area stops at Canada because the Rocky Mountains do go north, right? So it's the western part of Montana, pretty much the western half of Wyoming and Colorado, and then just the northern part of Santa Fe. And JCB even says north of Santa Fe. And I want to clarify a little more on north of Santa Fe. What that means is that it's 8.25 miles north of Santa Fe. So Forrest Fenn even told us that. Originally, he said like 66 links, I think is what it was. Someone did the math, and it turns out 8.25 miles is the answer. So, if you're searching near Santa Fe or in Santa Fe or south of Santa Fe, you're out of the search area. It has to be 8.25 miles north. And also, there are a few different things that Forrest Fenn gave us as hints, I would say. I mean, it really doesn't eliminate that much, but he said that the treasure is hidden above 5,000 feet and below 10,200 feet. So, if you're searching in an area that's outside of those elevations, I believe you're not going to find this chest. Again, JCB knew these parameters, and he's a pretty smart guy, and I'm pretty sure he would follow them. So, 8.25 miles north of Santa Fe and between 5,000 and 10,200 feet. Now, I'm going to sidetrack a minute and say when Forrest Fenn told us that it was 10,200 feet, a lot of people began to look at Colorado. And obviously for Leadville, and it brought them to Molly Brown. And I want to dive into the Molly Brown theory in a future video. So I'm going to stop there. So the next one I think is big because I heard this one stated a few times as well. So since we're searching for JCB's Where Warm Waters Halt, excuse me, stumbling over my words right now. I try not to think about stumbling over my words, and then I stumble over my words. But Forrest Fenn told us that the Where Warm Waters Halt, and this was before JCB even started his quest, so he would have known this as well. Where Warm Waters Halt is not associated with a dam. Or I believe he said it's not a dam, not associated with. I think that was, it's not associated with a structure. So, anyways, Where Warm Waters Halt is not a dam. So if you're trying to figure this out and you're Where Warm Waters Halt is a dam, I believe you are wrong. Just going off the parameters Forrest Fenn set. Don't shoot me, I'm just the messenger. So Forrest Fenn gave us some different parameters, but I do not know if they would apply. Like, don't go search in an outhouse, because obviously we're not looking for the blaze. We're looking for Where Warm Waters Halt. I know there's a camper's blaze in there, but that's not the ending point of the poem. That's just I guess a stopping place, as you will, according to his poem. So anyways, I just want to throw that out there, guys, because I keep hearing a lot of people searching outside this area, and I think it's, well, downright preposterous, is what I think. So, short video. I did just make a 40-minute long video going over this and then the whole chapter. And, making past videos, I actually got a lot of complaints for making videos over 20 minutes because people just didn't have the time to listen to it, which I think is kind of crazy because, I travel a lot for work, and that's a big thing I listen to is just podcasts and stuff like that. So anyways, just something I would thought I would throw out there to maybe help you if you get the crazy idea that JCB hid his chest outside of this map. Like I said, you can find this map online. Pretty easy to find. Just do Forrest Fenn's treasure map. Something like that. So, anyways, guys, I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.